I want to be close to you, but there's a part of me that's afraid of the vulnerability it brings. I've been hurt before, and the thought of opening myself up again feels like stepping into the unknown. I don't know how to protect myself if things go wrong. The desire to connect with you is overwhelming, yet I'm torn by the fear of what might happen if I do. I feel like I'm walking on a tightrope, unsure if I'll fall into something beautiful or into a place I'm not ready for. I'm scared because I know how deeply I could fall for you. And right now, I don't trust myself enough to let that happen. What if I fall too hard? What if I get hurt? Or worse, what if I hurt you? There's so much I want to share with you, yet my heart keeps holding back. It's as if the closer I get, the more I fear losing what little control I have left. Maybe I'm not ready for all that closeness yet. I'm afraid to let you in, not because I don't want you, but because I fear what that might mean for me. I'm not sure I can handle the intensity of my feelings right now. It's like I'm stuck between wanting to be close and wanting to protect myself. Every part of me wants to reach out, but my mind tells me to stay back. What if I get too close and things start to fall apart? What if I give too much and lose it all? I know that closeness brings comfort, but it also brings change. And right now, change feels like something I'm not ready for. I'm afraid of what might shift in me, in us, if I let myself fall too close. My heart is caught in a whirlwind of emotions. I crave connection, yet I fear it. I want to let you in, but I'm not sure I can handle the vulnerability it requires. It's a battle between desire and fear. The more I think about getting close to you, the more I realize how much of myself I'd have to expose. And right now, I'm not sure I have the strength to lay myself bare. The fear of judgment, of rejection, it holds me back. Sometimes, I wonder if I'm afraid of getting too close to you because it would force me to confront parts of myself that I'm not ready to face. What if this closeness leads to uncomfortable truths that I'm not prepared to deal with? I'm scared because being close to you feels like surrendering, and I'm not sure I can let go of my defenses just yet. I don't know if I can trust that the closeness we share will be enough to protect me when things get tough. I want to be vulnerable with you, but I'm not sure if I can handle the weight of it all. The closeness you want, the connection you seek, it feels too overwhelming right now, like I'm standing on the edge of something beautiful and terrifying. The closer I get to you, the more I realize how much I've been avoiding. I've spent so much time protecting myself that I don't know how to open up without feeling exposed and afraid. It's not that I don't want to be close to you. It's just that I've built so many walls around myself over the years that letting them down feels like a risk I'm not sure I'm willing to take. I'm afraid that if I let you get too close, I'll lose myself in the process. I'm afraid of merging, of becoming so intertwined that when things change, I don't know who I am anymore. What if getting close to you means losing my independence? What if the connection we share becomes something I can't control? I'm afraid of losing the space I've created for myself, the little bit of solitude I still hold on to. I feel like I'm on the edge of something beautiful, but the fear of falling keeps me from taking that final step. I want to be close to you, but the closer I get, the more I realize how deeply my past affects how I view intimacy. Part of me is drawn to you, but another part is terrified of what that closeness could bring. I can feel the pull between desire and fear, but right now, my fear seems to outweigh my desire. I've spent so much time guarding my heart that letting someone in feels like stepping into a storm. I want to trust. I want to be close, but the risk of getting hurt is too real. I'm not sure if I'm ready to open that door. There's a part of me that craves the intimacy we could share, but another part that fears it's just too much, too soon. I don't know how to navigate these feelings, or whether I even want to let them take over. I want to reach out, but I'm afraid that if I do, I'll reveal too much. The closer I get to you, the more vulnerable I feel, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that kind of exposure. The thought of being close to you brings up so many conflicting emotions. I want to let go of my fears and embrace the connection, but a voice inside tells me to hold back, to protect myself from what could come next. Maybe I'm not afraid of you. I'm afraid of what being close to you might awaken in me. The closer we get, the more intense everything becomes, and that's something I'm not sure I can handle right now. Sometimes I wonder if I'm afraid of getting close because I've never truly allowed myself to be loved without reservation. What if the closeness I seek is something I don't know how to hold on to? Being close to you feels like both a dream and a nightmare. I want to open up, to share my thoughts and feelings, but the vulnerability feels like too much. I'm afraid that once I let you in, I won't know how to protect myself. I want to trust you, but I'm afraid of how much I might have to lose. The closer we get, the more I realize how much of myself I've kept hidden, and I'm not sure if I'm ready to face those truths just yet. It's not that I don't want to be close to you, it's that my heart is telling me to wait. I don't know what the future holds, And I'm afraid that if I rush into this, I'll miss something important that I'm not seeing clearly. The fear of getting hurt holds me back, but so does the fear of never knowing what could have been. What if the closeness we could share is something I'm too afraid to experience? What if I regret never taking that step? There's a part of me that wants to dive in and experience everything with you, but another part that fears the consequences of letting my guard down. I'm not sure where the balance is, and that uncertainty keeps me from getting too close. I feel like I'm caught in a battle between wanting to be close to you and protecting myself from the pain that might follow. I want the connection, but the fear of vulnerability is a heavy weight I can't seem to shake off. Maybe I'm afraid to get close because I'm not sure if I'm ready for the kind of change that closeness might bring. What if I'm not the person I want to be once I allow myself to get too attached? The fear of getting too close is real. What if I give everything and end up with nothing? What if I lose the person I am in the process of trying to merge with you? It's hard to let go when everything in me screams to hold on. I want to share my heart with you, but the fear of it being broken keeps me at arm's length. What if I open up only to be left standing alone? The risk feels too great right now. I'm afraid of what being close might do to me. I've kept my emotions tucked away for so long that the idea of exposing them feels like too much. But maybe, just maybe, the right kind of closeness could change everything. I want to let you in, but I'm scared of the consequences. What if this closeness is just a fleeting moment and I end up with nothing but a broken heart in the end? That's what keeps me from taking the leap. Every part of me wants to be close to you, but another part fears what happens when we're no longer just two people keeping their distance. What if I lose myself in the process? What if we lose each other? I've spent so much time building walls around my heart that I'm not sure I even know how to let them down anymore. I want to be close, but I fear that doing so means I'll lose the little control I have left. I'm scared that once we're close, everything will change in ways I can't predict. The fear of the unknown is what holds me back, and I'm not sure if I'm brave enough to face it yet. The fear of losing myself in you keeps me distant, but it's also the very thing that makes me want to get closer. It's like I'm torn between wanting connection and wanting to keep my independence intact. I've been through too much to let anyone in without a second thought. The fear of being hurt is stronger than the desire for closeness right now, and I can't seem to push past it. What if getting too close means opening myself up to a world I'm not ready to embrace. I don't know what that would look like, and the uncertainty leaves me frozen, afraid of moving forward. The idea of intimacy is both comforting and terrifying. I want to be close to you, but I fear the consequences of that closeness. What if it leads to something I can't handle? It's not that I don't want you close. It's that I'm not sure if I can trust you with the parts of me that I've kept hidden for so long. The fear of being exposed, of being vulnerable, is overwhelming.